on this journey to a wholer, stronger, newer, revitalized me. I've been able to identify some things about myself by spending time with myself. Now again, I'm talking about relationships and the importance of relationships, but I'm targeting your relationship with you. Now let me put this disclaimer out there. I'm not a psychologist, a sociologist, any of that stuff. I'm not any of that stuff. I'm a person that's endured some things in life. And as a result of not letting those things defeat me or break me, but make me, I'm sharing strategy with you that's kept me from being broke, insane, homeless, and every negative thing, mentally challenged. I've had things happen to me where other people have not emotionally and physically survived them. So I want to share these things with you, not from I'm a professional and I've studied this, but from I'm an expert because I've lived it and I survived it. Now, I'm taught growing up that you do for others, and there's a goodness behind that. But there's also a misconception that because you are doing for others, that it's selfish to do for you. Now, I'm not saying everybody thinks like that. I'm saying that that's how my brand of family has adopted that idea. When you are focused on you, it could make you feel guilty. It could make you feel shame. It could make you feel, again, selfish. But I want you to see something. Being in relationship with yourself, when you're out of relationship with yourself, it's a lot more challenging to make decisions, especially decisions that you need to make to go forward. It's a double-mindedness, and I'm taught that a double-minded man gets nothing. And I know you want something. If you didn't want something, you wouldn't be watching this. So double-mindedness comes from a lack of relationship with self. Now, this stuff is not an exterior thing. It doesn't happen outside. It's not like you stand in the grocery store arguing with yourself over a head of cabbage. You're not doing that. All of this disconnect or dysfunctional relationship with self happens on the inside. It happens in your thinking. It also happens in your subconscious. Sometimes there's a background app that's running that you don't even know is running. So again, I want you to focus a bit more on relationship with self. When you're out of relationship with self, it stunts your forward progress. When you are in relationship with yourself, it catapults you forward and upward. Anything that you've accomplished with your life is because you have been in whole agreement with you, with what you want to do, with what you want, where you want to go, with the things that are happening and unfolding around you. Everything is in harmony and everything is aligned, and you are propelled forward. I want you to look at any area where you are not going forward, and then I want you to study relationship with yourself in that area. Now, a couple of areas, again, for me that was affecting me was in my finances. I would go into debt. I remember there was a point in time where I had almost $600,000 worth of debt. Now, I'm debt-free. My company's debt-free. I own everything I have, and finances is no longer an issue, but I was severely out of relationship with myself in the area of finances. I felt shame because of financial mistakes I made, and then I was embarrassed because I didn't have the training, the intellect, the grooming, or the upbringing that contributed toward financial success. I grew up in extreme poverty, and what that teaches you is how to practice lack and how to be in survival mode all the time, not thinking about your future. But that was an area where I was out of relationship with myself for years. And it wasn't until I stopped being hard on me and came into coaching. I actually had to hire somebody to help me get this. I came into coaching and they were able to show me that, yes, okay, you have the ability to do this. We just got to move this one little thing out of the way. And as you're growing in this, T, don't be so hard on yourself. Do you understand? I needed somebody to tell me that. And I know everybody's not like that, but again, I'm telling you what I lived and what's worked for me so that hopefully it can help somebody that is going through something similar. So again, the importance of being in relationship with yourself in every area. My goodness, if you're in a relationship with yourself, in agreement with yourself, at peace with yourself, in your finances, in your family, in your spiritual growth, in your future goals, do you understand that there is not a force in this planet that can stop you? There's nothing that can stop you. Do you ever wonder how some people make it on the cover of magazines? Do you wonder how some people make it to multi-billionaire status? They're in agreement and in relationship with themselves, and they don't look at their flaws. That was another challenge. Is I could constantly look at everything, what I'm doing wrong. I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that. I missed it here, I missed it there. And I stopped paying attention to every area where I'm doing great. That will get you out of relationship with yourself. I want you to really, really take some time and visit this, because I didn't stop to visit this, and it caused more harm than good. But when I stopped to visit this, it caused more good, and I stopped harming myself. So my hope is that this will not just shift your life, but it'll shift your thinking, it'll shift your believing, it'll shift your seeing, and it'll propel you forward. Thank you.